This will be the greatest atmosphere you have ever witnessed in a boxing ring.
Here we go.
Zepeda absolutely relentless.
Zurdo Ramirez fought like a Mexican southpaw.
Beautiful jab from Hitchens right there.
What a great performance.
He was just too good.
This is a championship fight.
This is Charlie Parsons for The Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. My first interview on the new channel with yourself, Mr. Frank Warren. I have to say, I said it off camera, you're looking very swell. I've been so outdressed today, it's appalling.
Well, I didn't want to say nothing, Charlie, but you know, that'd be the case anyway, mate, whoever's here.
The weather's good at least, right?
You could have made an effort, but never mind, you look all right, my son.
You know what, I thought it's the workouts today, I'll go a bit casual and then...
You've done all right.
Yeah, but now I'm sat with you and I think I probably should have done a little bit better. How are you?
Could have made more of an effort, but never mind, I'm good, as long as you're okay.
No grudges held.
Good man.
How are you?
I'm good.
What a week.
I'm better than James Brown and he feels good.
You look like a man who's good.
Thank you.
Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua.
Good fight.
Great fight.
Jeopardy.
Yes.
It's a big fight, and it's a fight where AJ's putting it all on the line. There's no doubt about that.
So I caught up with Tyson on Thailand on Sunday, and he said it's funny how the boxing world works. Mm-hmm. And I spoke to Spencer, and he said he himself felt that there wasn't much to the Ngannou fight. He goes in there, shocks the world, puts in the performance he does. Almost, if someone said 12 months ago that we'd be in this position with Francis Ngannou now, they'd probably have laughed, right?
Well, I think they would have, but I think anybody who knows anything about sport and knows about guys, you know, people who are winners, would have given Ngannou, when he fought Tyson, a bit more respect from where he's come from. I mean, he's had a tough life. You know, from when he was born in Africa, you look at his journey from working in a mine when he was it 9 years old, a copper or a coal mine, wherever it was. His journey across Africa to get from the Congo to get to Europe, to get to Paris, sleeping rough in the streets, taking up, I think it was boxing early, then getting into UFC, and not only getting into it, becoming the lineal champion, undefeated as heavyweight, as the champion. You know he's a fighting man. And you know he's going to come to fight. He's not a YouTuber, he's not an influencer. He can fight and he can punch. And what was more surprising for me in the fight against Tyson was he could box a bit. And he was a switch hitter from southpaw to orthodox. And, you know, he gave his all. He gave his all. So it's going to be interesting to see what he learnt from that fight, what he brings to the table this time. He's obviously studied, like he studied Tyson, he's obviously studied AJ, and AJ's had the luxury of actually seeing him in the ring, so he knows what he's got in front of him. So it's what has he learnt from that fight? What can he bring and put on AJ? It's an really interesting situation.
We always spoke about Deontay Wilder being that vicious puncher in the heavyweight division, and he'll always have that. But you've probably seen the video circulating where Francis it looks like the most half-assed swing ever. Breaks the machine instantly. I mean, this man can bang. It could be lights out at any moment.
Yeah. Well, he can, and he's dangerous. And you know, if he catches AJ, he's liable to knock him over because he's been caught on the chin. He's been on the floor. He's wobbled a couple of times in fights. But his last fight, under the tutelage and and under his new trainer Ben Davison, put in a real stellar performance. And got himself well and truly back into contention. He didn't need to take this fight, but he's taken it. And that tells you they've got a lot of confidence. He has a lot of confidence. But you know what? If I was involved with him, I wouldn't be taking this fight.
Are you allowed to give us a prediction for that one?
Yeah, I want to see the two of them when they get together and they do their face-off a little bit more. At the moment, I'm looking at it. Look, on paper, you've got to go with the guy who's got the most experience. He's a gold medalist at Olympic gold medalist. He won the silver medal as an amateur runner-up as world champion, and he's obviously a two-time professional world champion. So you would think that he would have all the cards. But as he showed against Tyson, and I think Tyson had an off night, by the way, but I'm not going to take anything away from Ngannou. He showed me that night, if he'd been with a couple of other heavyweights in the top 10, he could have beaten them.
You can only fight the man in front of you on the night.
Correct, and he'd done what he had to do, and he was there right at the end. And for me, it's going to be an interesting fight. It's all about, can AJ control the ring? Can he take the centre of the ring, and can he keep him on his back foot? Because that's what he needs to do.
You mentioned Ben Davison. Tyson very, very complimentary. Said it made sense for them to come together. Was surprised he didn't see it sooner, actually. They live local. Ben's an excellent coach. Like you said, last time under Otto Wallin, we're seeing a much more disciplined and improved Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, I mean, he was more composed. And, the first couple of rounds against Wallin, there weren't, it was pretty tentative. But once he got his range, he took the fight out of Wallin. Wallin didn't get into the fight at all. This guy's strong. He's big and he's strong, and he can switch from. He's a switch hitter. Can he land his bombs? Can he push AJ back? That's going to be an interesting situation.
Tyson, with one of his great lines, told me, I put him on the map. I made him a multi-millionaire. I'm making him money. He needs to thank me and get on his knees and kiss my feet for what I've done for him.
Well, I'm not going to argue with him.
Fair enough. What do you make of people saying Tyson's cut's fake?
Oh, do you know what? It doesn't even merit an answer. People who are so moronic.
Does it shock you more that there's people in the industry?
Were they fake stitches? Were they fake? Did you go and see him?
No, I saw him.
Was there a scar there?
Oh, absolutely. It's still healing now.
Yeah, so people in the industry shouldn't be in the
surprised?
industry. Shouldn't be in the industry. They're idiots.
Yeah. Surprised?
Yeah, because they're the people who start. Look, you've got the trolls, you've got the people who are going to say what they're going to say, and you just ride with them. You just get on with that.
The lighting's pretty good.
I know,
we'll
you
keep
want to
rolling.
get onto your new company about the lighting. It's not good enough, mate.
It's actually still holding itself up without, so we'll keep it rolling
really?
without.
Right,
It is.
okay.
We're in luck.
What I was going to say is that that is unfortunately part of life, but as you think people who are supposed to know something about boxing and understand the machinations of the sport and what happens behind the scenes and so forth would understand that. I mean, we had 2 fights on recently this year, one on Sky, which was the fight between Josh Boatsi and Dan Aziz. That was postponed from last year because of an injury. We had my man Hamza Shiraz in a magnificent performance against Liam Williams. That was postponed last year because Hamza busted his hand up. That happens because they're sparring.
Yeah.
They're in sparring. They're not looking at each other. They're throwing shots at each other. And sometimes cuts happen. Ask George Foreman. Against Ali. It happens. And as I say, anybody with a quarter of a brain cell, especially if they're supposed to know about boxing and in the industry, would know that.
When I spoke to Spencer Brown, I said, is this the most likely time that we could potentially see Joshua Fury? Fury Joshua, because in a weird way, regardless of results, it feels like with the Saudi Arabian involvement that now may be the best time. He said that there could be a way of looking at it happening in the UK. You still get the Saudi Vision 2030 across. That would be the dream, right?
That may be the case, and we've got to see what happens on the 18th. I mean, it's a big fight on the 18th that Tyson's involved with, and it's the biggest fight of this century, no doubt about that. 2 heavyweights, undefeated heavyweights in there. Anything again could happen in that fight. I believe Tyson will win. I believe he'll stop him. But after that, we'll see where it goes.
I spoke to Eddie Hearn. He said that it's so refreshing working with you and how things have come together like this, and you've both said things in the past that you probably shouldn't have said, or one up in each other at times, but now you've got together, it's amicable, it's made life a hell of a lot easier. Do you reiterate that? I mean, he's posting photos with you. It seems very sort of happy.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's what it is. We're all in a great situation here, and it's all happened because of the Riyadh season and his excellency. So we're all grateful for that. We're not stupid people. We want to make it work, and we put any of the so-called rivalries, which mostly is about, will my fighter beat your fighter, and my channel is better than your channel. That's what we do. We're fighters in our own respect. So there's mutual respect there, and and it's great. And I wanted to announce that me and him are getting engaged next week, and we're all welcome to the party.
That's my title. Frank, just on that topic, the 5v5, I asked for a team.
Oh, I hate him. I hate him. My lot are going to do his lot. I'm telling you, we're going to
The most angry engagement.
We're going to. I'm telling you, my 5 guys, they're ready to go.
Are we allowed a teaser?
Look, all you got to know is you're looking at the winning captain.
Okay.
Right? I'm here, the winning captain's here.
Okay. I don't want to keep you for too long. After this, May 18, in terms of Riyadh season, and then we go Artur Beterbiev against Dimitri Bivol. Just incredible.
It's a cracking fight. Another fight, it's a fight that a lot of people have been trying to make over the years. It's not happened for various reasons, and it's happening here, and they're getting extremely well paid. So, it's a brilliant fight. It's going to be a brilliant card. You think in 5 months, what is happening here? We've got this magnificent show on this Friday, Knockout Chaos. Then we got the big one, the biggest fight this century, and then we go to June the 1st for an unbelievable unification match and an unbelievable night out for the Queensberry fighters. It's going to be phenomenal.
Couple of words on this card. Zhile Zhang, Joseph Parker. Then we've got Nick Ball. What a fighter, by the way, against Ray Vargas.
It's a tough fight.
It is.
That
is a tough fight.
He's fighting the toughest featherweight out there, there's no doubt about that. And once you see these two guys face off and the weight disparity and the reach difference.
Huge size difference,
yeah,
right?
It's going to be interesting. But Nick's really done everything that's been asked of him. He's done well against tall guys. And, I think he's an extremely good fighter. I think he wins the fight, but win or lose, it's a good fight for him to have. It's good experience for him, but I genuinely believe he can come through this. I believe he's got the tools to do it. He's quite difficult to hit, but he's in with a class act. This is a big step up, but I think he's ready to step up for it. And his manager, who's sitting over there, Paul Stevenson, I know he's done a magnificent job in getting him ready for this. So hopefully all that's going to pay off on Friday night.
Well, Frank...
Boo!
Joseph Parker is in the building. After this week, you head to Birmingham.
Yeah.
Again, another
Cracking
fantastic
show.
card.
Cracking show. Don't start on me.
Ah.
Uncle Frank's good, yeah. Good point.
You all good? Yeah. Family good? Mum and Dad?
Yeah. Thank you, mate.
Good. Sit yourself there.
Everyone's so lovely.
They are.
Everyone's
this
happy.
Is a loving.
It's almost too nice.
It may not even be a fight, man.
No, I know.
Don't worry about
Engagement.
it. Everybody's saving their energy for Friday night.
Magnificent Seven.
Yeah. Great show. Fabulous fights. If it's half as good as the last one we did, last Magnificent Seven, it'll be a brilliant night. I think we've only got a couple of hundred tickets left, so it's going to be a fabulous atmosphere there. The boxers are all well supported, and again, I'm looking forward to that one.
I don't want to keep you too long. Dillian Whyte has been cleared by the Texas Commission. Any thoughts? Do you see yourself working with him?
I don't know. I mean, I hope that the findings were inaccurate. I don't know what they were. I haven't seen any detail of it, and I hope that he can sort himself out.
Frank, we've seen some strange behaviour from Ryan Garcia recently in the lead up to the Devin Haney fight. Any thoughts on it all? It's quite concerning.
It is, but I just hope that he's got a God-given talent. He's probably one of the standout fighters in the world today. I hope he doesn't lose his way. I just hope he can get himself back together again, and I hope that he's got a way forward to make that fight happen, because it's a great fight.
Two more from me. Riyadh season.
You keep saying it's the last one.
No, I keep saying nearly there.
Nearly there. Good. You didn't say that.
Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford's a free agent.
Yeah.
Any chance of getting him to this side of the world? Any conversations?
Who knows? We'll see what happens.
And Canelo was the other one, not a free agent, but his situation seems a bit up in the air. Bringing those guys over here would be fun.
Look, there's a lot of things going on in the world of boxing at the moment. Who knows what's going to happen? Every week there's a surprise. And don't be surprised if there's a surprise.
I'm not going to say one more. I'm going to give a shout out to Ellie though, unspoken hero. I know that she's
brilliant.
She is brilliant.
Absolutely
she
brilliant.
Is brilliant.
Put that camera on her. Come on, show the world who she is.
She'd rather I didn't, Frank, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you didn't want to be associated with this channel.
Oh,
Tell the truth.
Boo. Frank Warren, always a pleasure. Thank you ever so much. Thank you, mate.